Hi everyone. So previous video I already explained like how we can set up MongoDB Cloud Cluster and how we can integrate this one in our Python and also integrate with Airflow also. So we can go through step by step. So already I set up this MongoDB Cloud setup. Those who are watching this video newly, please complete this video. Today only I upload this one, so you can get it this video 6:30 p.m. So this MongoDB Cloud Cluster functionality is what actually this one we can access through in Docker container. Okay, there is two type of setup already implemented. One for localhost, which we can using for our local system only. If you are using this like specific thing inside Docker, then we are unable to access this port. Okay, so we don't have access this 27017 port. So for avoiding this issue, we are using MongoDB Cluster. So this cluster, it will give access inside our Airflow container. So in Airflow, this web server, scheduler, worker, Flower, Postgres and Redis, right? So we can able to access this cluster also, cloud cluster. So let's start. I already set up this one. So today video I will explain you how we can access, how we can implement this cluster functionality in our Python automation bot. So let's start how we can do. So there is two module is there. One previous earlier we already used pymongo module. There is one already I upload one video. There you can get each point of video and how we can automate through Python with MongoDB. So this part 12, right? So you can get that idea. So today I will show you there is one more module is there, pymongo SRV. So cloud cluster, this URL is looks like this way, MongoDB with SRV. Okay, this is for cluster. So how you can do this one, those who are watching this video, simply they can copy this one. This is like earlier I already done. Those who already install, so it's not required for them. Yeah. If we execute this one, if it is already installed, then it will show like requirement already satisfied. Those who are not installed this one, then it will download for them only. Second one we are using for what actually cluster, MongoDB cluster, which is we are using for cloud also. So if you execute this one, already installed in my machine, so that's why it is printing like already satisfied. Those who are not installed that one, they can use this two command. I will also upload in the description box. They can get that one. Okay. And these are all like some default collection which is coming under this cluster. We need to import that one. Those who don't know how to do and all the things I already covered in this video, they can get step by step each part. Okay. So today target like we need to do what? We need to create one sample bot. Earlier also I already implemented this MongoDB helper, which I covered already in part 12. So there we are using actually localhost. Okay. So today I will create one sample bot. There we can see like how we can use cloud cluster. Then we can modify only this URL or other functionality keep the same only. No need to modify anything. Let's start. For demo activity, I just creating one sample bot. I'm just giving like cloud mongo. Okay, cloud mongo.py. You can give anything as per your wish. Okay. Now here we need to do what? Same thing, whatever we earlier did, right? In this part 12 video, whatever earlier we did, same thing we need to do here also. Here we need to add only pymongo. We need to import pymongo. And for URL, this is important for MongoDB, like we need to import first URL. So here we need to give mongo client. Okay. Some letter is mismatching and all, you can also cross verify. So same thing only, this one only we need to import, nothing else. So after that we need to assign the URL, like whatever URL we are using for accessing this cluster. How you can get, so those who are newly watching, right, in database, here you can click not database, I think database. Okay, here one connect option is there, right? Click connect. And here that cell is there, connect using MongoDB Compass, then you can get the URL from here also. Same thing. Okay. So already I copy paste here. So I just copy this one and adding in here. Okay. After adding this one, we need to do what? We need to add the DB. Okay. So in DB, we need to fetch from where? We need to fetch from this URL. So from this URL, I'm adding what actually? I'm just calling the DB name. My DB name is this one. My collection name is this one. So I just copy this DB name and add here. And now we are adding the collection. So we are getting the collection from where? From DB. So we just call in DB variable name, and here we need to call what? We need to call this collection name. Okay, I just copy this collection name and add here. Now we already added URL DB collection. See, already we implemented same thing in MongoDB helper bot. That already I explained in this video, this part 12 video. Everything is there. So this one I just show you like for what actually? For this Mongo Cloud cluster. Okay, same thing, only you need to modify the URL only, nothing else. Now I'm just doing what? I'm just executing the query. So in query, we need to do what? We need to pass the collection dot. I just adding find method for demo activity. I'm just passing the curly bracket. This means what actually? Everything. Okay. Now I'm trying to print that one. What I'm trying to print? I want to print the result of this execute query. So here I'm printing that one. Control S. Save this one. This much only we need to do. Let's run Python in terminal. So it will give you the output of this specific collection. Okay. And data, whatever data is available inside this collection, so it will give you the data. So let's see what it is throwing. So it is throwing some DNS timeout and all. So for this activity, if anyone is facing this issue and problem, so they need to simply do what? Just close this one. I'm just doing this is generally due to this cluster issue. I'm just accessing this one in private window. So in here you can access like same cluster we need to access here. Due to some cache and all, it might be throwing that issue sometimes. I'm just accessing that same MongoDB URL. Let me start free. So here one sign in option is there. Click sign in option again. Those are already registered. Sometimes it might be through that issue. So here I'm accessing same my Gmail ID and all. Let me log in again. Okay, now we are able to access this cloud. This is like default one, whatever we are earlier doing. Okay, now it will take some time. Okay, introducing termination protection, we can click close. Okay, now browse collection, first cross verify everything is fine or not. Okay, our automation config is there and data also there. And one more thing also, you can try like a connect, disconnect and again connect also. Sometimes it might be creating through this connection also. Okay, fine. Now we can again retry once. Yeah, now you can see, right, it's creating object. This object means we are getting our output. So how we can get like our custom output, like our human readable output. So for that purpose we can do what? Let me comment this one. So it is creating object, right? So let it create one for loop. So inside for loop we need to call that execute query. Okay, now it is add here, print this index value. Just save this one, execute again. Yeah, now you can see, right, we are getting this object ID, username, password and name and all. So there is one more alternate method also there. So we need to do what? We just remove this comment and add here list method. So list method is doing what? It is converting that specific object to that dictionary value. So let's try and see what it is giving the response. See, it is giving one list value. Okay, so for your understanding, let me show you. We can give some data like list convert value. Okay, convert value. We just commented this one, whatever you already are using for this for loop. We just give this thing and we just are concatenating this one, right? We can give plus icon, Control S and execute this one again. Let's see what it is throwing. See, it is throwing can only concatenate string, not list. Okay, so it is throwing that we cannot concatenate string with list. So let it convert this one to string again. See, in this YouTube channel, right, we can get like logically explanation as well as we can get some idea like how we can overcome issue also. So let's run this command again. Now we can see convert value. So this convert value, instead of for loop also we can get our output. So that is my motive, like you guys can know, excluding this logic, how you can use your own logic and all. So same thing you can do what? I just copy this URL, whatever we implemented in part 12 video, like this part 12 video, same thing we need to modify this URL only. No need to modify anything. Just modify this URL, and this one we are getting the connection. So we just print this one, get single document one. Now here I am adding like what? Actually I just calling this method get single document method. So inside this method we need to call our collection. What is our collection? So collection we can get it from here. One second. Automation collection name is test config. Just copy this one. Okay, I just copy this one and put it here. Second point, we need to do what? We need to query. We need to pass the query. Some primary key we need to pass. So primary key we are considering this one, that time this one, right? I just copy this one and put it here. One second. Better we can modify this one to JSON. Okay, like this way we can copy. It looks like better. So copy this one and put it here. Just one quote. Now second one is not required because projection is optional field, as I mentioned previously also. Let's save this one, Control S, and execute this one also. Let's see what it is giving the response. Yeah, here you can see we are getting that output also, user ID, password and name. So it hence we conclude this one what actually by using MongoDB Cloud Cluster we are getting the output. Okay, so now the next step, next video I will explain you how we can integrate this bot and all in one major project. So that project we can automate our email bot inside the email tag. So as of now this much only. Thank you so much for watching this video.